Hey, 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 this is your friendly neighborhood Latino Narsha here at DreamHack for the Midsummer's Brawl, and I'm sitting here in the couch with someone coming from all the way on the other side of the planet, coming here to play HOTS, and now watch some HOTS. It's FAT94. How are you doing, Ben?
Yeah, pretty good, man. Pretty sad to be knocked out, I guess, and not playing. Last year we got to play on the big stage, but even today's games so far have been really hype. Fnatic vs Method everyone was on their seat. It's just been good, man.
Yeah, definitely. As you mentioned, you unfortunately aren't playing on the big stage this year after going out in the initial group stages. But tell me a little bit, how is the experience coming from across the world to playing an international tournament for you guys?
I mean, like, the experience overall is really awesome. Like, being able to come over here and play against the best. It's always disheartening, I guess. You put in all your practice back home, you're doing your best that you can, feeling like you're at your greatest. You come over and you versus these other guys that are just way out of our league. But, you know, it's still a really good experience, and I enjoy it a lot.
I actually want to go a touch deeper into that, because as we saw in your last game against the CE?
Yeah. No, the one.
Yeah, the Chinese team, the one. You guys looked really good. You played really well. And taking that game specifically in isolation, you guys perform on almost the same level as these other guys. And you guys are from a region when there's almost like there's hard to get scrims. Yeah. It's hard to play on the ladder. It's everything. It's hard for you guys. How do you do it? Because like I would like to switch it. How do you actually take a group of 5 players and have such little infrastructure and still make them perform as well as you do?
I think it's watching the other scenes. I think like a lot of the game comes down from like macro, and drafting is such a really important part of Heroes of the Storm, learning all the maps and everything. So like always learning from these other teams, taking away from what they're doing. When you watch them, you go, why are they doing it, not what they're doing, because you want to understand why they're doing it. And if you can do that, then you can actually get a lot better. When it comes to like micro and just playing the game in general, I guess it's just putting in a lot of hours and working towards a goal of wanting to do well overseas in these international games.
Yeah, and you still definitely did. I feel you put on a good performance, and especially in that last game against the one, it was very impressive to see you guys really play to that level for sure. In general, how do you feel about the eSports scene for Heroes of the Storm, both the HGC, how you qualify? Like you had to go to Brazil to qualify to go here to DreamHack. That's a lot of travel for you guys. Like especially from your perspective. What do you feel about the scene at the moment?
I mean, from the outside view, I guess, of traveling, getting to go to Brazil, going to Sweden, it's all really cool and sweet. But it sounds nice, but really it's not, because there's like so much stress constantly. Like the stress, there's like the pressure of performing well. You're traveling like 20 plus hours to go to Brazil to play in a tournament. There's not much leisure time really, because you're just all focused on winning the game, because that's what you're here for. The same with Sweden. Like I'm here. We've come over, we've practiced, we did our boot camp, we put in all the hours, but then you get eliminated, and then it's kind of just like, it's kind of hard, like you're a bit sad, obviously it happens, and then all I want to do now is just go home and start playing HOTS again and practicing for the road to BlizzCon, I guess, now, yeah.
But that's really good. Another way to deal with it would be to go home and not play HOTS, cause like this sucked. But yeah, it's at least good that you're looking ahead. So yeah, road to BlizzCon. We'll get to see you again there.
Yeah, I'm hoping so. We're having a bit of a team thing at the moment, but that's all right. That'll work out hopefully. And then once we get that sorted, I'm feeling pretty good about our chances, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good. We are coming here from the Heroes Lounge, an amateur league in Europe, the world's biggest. How is the rest of the scene in ANC? Like, we don't know anything about it. Do you have an amateur scene at all?
We have pretty much the similar set up as the HGC. We've kind of cloned it. We got the Premier League, and then we have Open Division. The Premier League, there's like 3 or 4 teams that are actually playing to win, but the rest are kind of in that playing for fun. Like, and the same with Open Division. There's teams trying to break into that kind of scene of wanting to play for more serious. But yeah, at the moment, I wouldn't say there's an amateur scene. I guess that's the Open Division, but yeah, I'd say Premier, not really. We don't have the same kind of setup as EU does for that.
Yeah, okay. So ANC is looking for some amateur things to get going to build up the scene more.
Yeah, I guess so. I probably couldn't hurt. Just need the player base increase, I think, is the biggest thing. Just more people, more competition, across the board at all different skill levels. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Lastly, before we leave, I want to mention your stream. It's very entertaining. You guys out there should check it out. For me, as a European, it's kind of like terrible because I always sleep when you are awake. Yeah. But it's nice to see you do that. Can we expect you to keep up the streaming and going forward?
Yeah, pretty much going to be putting in a lot more effort. I've got like a plan ahead for improving my gameplay, I guess. Like I've got a few things set out. Like there's only so much you can do by playing to get better. So like outside of games is a thing as well, like your mental health, your physical health. So going forward, probably go like more of a routine thing. Before in the past, I'd just stream whenever, but I think I have a lot more of a structured thing going now.
Yeah, great. Thanks a lot for taking the time to talk with me. Always appreciated, and good luck, of course, going forward. Thanks a lot to FAT94 from FAT85.